Hello, and welcome to Meaningful Moments with May. This is a space where we get to pause, to breathe, and realign with what truly matters. So take a moment, wherever you are, to just arrive here, to slow down, even just a little. Today, we're exploring something that every one of us experiences at different stages in our lives: change. Transition can be both exciting and deeply unsettling. They can feel like a fresh beginning or like the ground beneath you is crumbling. Whether it's stepping into a new career, moving to a new place, navigating a relationship shift, experiencing the loss of a loved one, or even going through a quiet season of personal growth, these moments can ask something big of us. They ask us to trust ourselves in the unknown. And the question that often comes up is, how do I stay confident when everything around me is changing? And that's what we're unpacking today. Not how to avoid uncertainty or changes because you can't, but how to build confidence through them. You see, confidence isn't about having all the answers. It's about trusting that you can handle whatever comes your way. And in times of transition, it's completely natural to feel disoriented. The familiar begins to fall away, the routines you once relied on shift, and the future hasn't quite revealed itself yet. You find yourself in this space between. I call that space the abyss, the unknown. It's the gap. And while it can feel uncomfortable, even overwhelming at times, I want to pose a question to you. What if that space isn't something to fear? What if it's a sacred pause? An opportunity to rebuild your sense of self on stronger, more authentic ground? Because confidence doesn't appear fully formed. It grows in the moments when you choose to show up, even when you're unsure. It's not about perfection, it's about presence. So let's talk about why transitions can feel like they shake your confidence so deeply. Transitions often reveal how much of our identity has been tied to stability, to roles we've played, to routines we've followed, or to validation we've received from the outside world. And when those things shift, it can leave you asking, who am I now? But that question, as uncomfortable as it may feel, is also where something powerful begins. Because you're not losing yourself. You're meeting new parts of who you are, parts that may have been waiting for space, for growth, for expression. Confidence in this way isn't about clinging to who you were. It's about learning to trust who you're becoming. So how do we begin to strengthen that trust within ourselves? Let's walk through a few gentle, grounded ways to build confidence through change. First, remember your past resiliences. There have been many moments in your life when things felt uncertain before, moments where you didn't know how things were going to work out, and yet you found your way through. Take a second to reflect on that. Not just what you went through, but how you showed up inside of it. That's evidence of your strength, evidence that you can navigate what's in front of you now. Second, focus on what's within your control. In times of change, it's easy to fixate on outcomes, on what might happen or what could go wrong. But the truth is, there will always be things outside of your control. So what you can control is your mindset, your choices, and the way you care for yourself through the process. And those things matter more than you could ever know. Third, celebrate small wins because confidence doesn't come from one big moment. It builds through small, consistent acts of courage. Every time you take a step forward, every time you try again, and every time you choose not to give up. You're reinforcing something powerful within yourself. I can do hard things. And fourth, anchor yourself in self-compassion. Transitions are not meant to be perfect. They're often messy, they come with learning curves, mistakes, and moments of doubt. But how you speak to yourself in those moments matters. Can you offer yourself the same kindness you would give to someone you love? Can you be as patient with yourself as you grow? Because when you learn to support yourself in that way, you become your own steady ground. And truly, we should all be our own best friends, right? That's a core belief of mine. So let's also talk about the power of a simple reframe. When something feels uncertain or overwhelming, gently ask yourself, what if this isn't happening to me, but for me? That one shift doesn't dismiss the difficulty, but it opens the door to possibility, even if just a little. It moves you from fear into curiosity, and curiosity creates space for growth. Because confidence doesn't come from controlling every outcome. It comes from surrendering to the process of becoming, from trusting that even when things don't make sense right now, there may be something meaningful unfolding beneath the surface. It's easier said than done, I know, but it is possible to do. It takes a little practice. So let's take a slow, deep, grounding breath together. I want you to inhale gently through your nose like this, and exhale slowly through your mouth like this. Now bring to mind a transition you're currently in or one you've recently experienced, and ask yourself, what qualities within me are being strengthened through this experience? Maybe it's patience. Maybe it's courage. Maybe it's resilience or trust or faith. Maybe it's the act of slowing down. Whatever comes up, just honor that, because transitions don't change your circumstances. They reveal your depth. And confidence grows when you begin to recognize that. So, as we come to a close, I want to remind you of something powerful. Confidence isn't built in comfort, it's built in motion. It's built in the quiet moments where you choose to keep going, even when the path ahead isn't fully clear. It's the steady belief that no matter how things shift, you'll find your footing again. So today, give yourself permission to grow with love, with patience, and with grace, because you don't need to have everything figured out. You just need to keep showing up, one breath at a time, one step at a time, because every transition isn't an ending. It's an invitation to step into more of who you truly are. Thank you for showing up and sharing this meaningful moment with me today. And if this episode resonated for you, please share it with someone who may be navigating change or someone who could use a reminder that confidence isn't lost in transition. It's born from it. And don't forget to like and subscribe so more people can find these meaningful moments too. Until next time, stay open, stay patient, and trust in your becoming. Bye for now.